host, partnered with Robert Miller and Son Furniture. My name is Drew Larison. This is MTM, also known as Mayor Tyler Moore. Mr. Mayor, how are you?
I'm well, Mr. Larison. How are you?
Decent. Doing
Good,
well.
Good.
Busy week here.
You sound a lot better.
Oh, my goodness. Do I feel better?
Everything cleared up from last week? My goodness.
Oh, my goodness.
My heart ached
Very
for
much
you.
so. That was a lot. But we're here. We're feeling better.
Yep.
How was your weekend?
Busy. Had a couple rounds of golf.
I saw that.
With,
That sounds fun.
With my son-in-law and his brother and my son. So it was the Moore-Peterson foursome supporting University of Indianapolis Wrestling and their program. And then yesterday, the Moore boys teamed up with the Stout boys to support our local firefighters in the golf outing to fund the Marty Myers Scholarship Fund that they have.
I love that.
So it was warm, but it was fun.
It was warm,
Good time.
man.
Yep. Good time.
I am ready for fall. Tell you what.
Amen. I know, especially for these next few days, which again, folks, those that are out and about or see folks out and about, and you can remind them that the Girl Scout cabin down in Foster Park across from the Senior Center is being used as a cooling station, as well as the rescue mission, their dining room area, as it continues to stay a little sultry outside. Toasty, yeah.
Toasty.
So, good deal.
Yeah, that's how summer works, though. So,
All right.
Thank you, everybody who's jumping in the live now. I want to tell you about
afternoon.
something really exciting.
Please do.
And it's Robert Miller's birthday. Robert Miller and Son is turning
right,
70,
70.
and the celebration starts
Crazy.
right now. For the next 7 weeks, take 30% off everything in the store. Sofas, sectionals, mattresses,
You name it.
and more. Plus, enjoy additional savings on select items and take part in special giveaways happening all month long. It's
Awesome.
the sale you do not want to miss.
Nope.
Built on 70 years of comfort, quality, and service.
Good stuff.
Come see what's new, rediscover old favorites, and bring home something you will love. Visit Robert Miller and Son today. The doors are open and the deals are on. Shout
Excellent.
out to Robert Miller and Son for being
That's
the partner
right.
of the Mayor
Happy
Tyler
birthday.
Moore Show here on the Kokomo Post.
Appreciate it.
What's going on at City Hall this week?
A lot of the same old. We're trying to adjust things to get some more paving in and done. So appreciate folks' patience as we navigate through that. Also coupled with some cleanup stuff that Indiana American Water and I believe NIPSCO has got a couple areas as well. And so just a reminder, folks, because I know that there's been a post that, oh my gosh, it seems like the only thing going on the city's Facebook page are road closures. Well, a good portion of those, I mean, it's just us getting notices out when utilities also have road closures, or in the case of a few HVAC systems that are needing repaired that are housed on the top of buildings, that the roads need to be closed down. So we just try to get the word out. It's not always something that the city is doing or repairing or addressing, although we like to see that. I mean, we hope that folks are okay with roads being closed if they're being milled and repaved and addressed that way. But yeah, just patience as we work around. Again, reminder as well, in case there's some questions on that, everything along 931 and 31 is NDOT, but our engineering department is poking to keep traffic moving as best as they can, because they weren't quite done with everything on 931 before they moved to 31, which best laid plans don't always seem to work out the best. So navigating around that with the additional traffic southbound coming off of 31 and being thrown on the newly paved 931 to get out of Dodge.
Yeah, I mean, and honestly, we've had commenters in the show or in the past on this show that asked for more communication from City Hall about road closures. So there you go.
There you go.
It's happening, right? Giving you some heads up on which roads might be closed or which ones might be under construction and how long and things like that. So those are great. What else is going on? Anything else?
Just ironing out. I know it's kind of like a broken record, especially this time of year. Budgets. Our controller was out for a little bit, and so now navigating through that. She's also not only navigating through budgets, but the State Board of Accounts has been in City Hall running their annual audit as well. Yes, believe it or not, the state audits the city books, and we've done very well the last handful of years, and even prior to that. So their controller's office kind of doing both, getting the information that the state auditors need, plus working with our department heads to iron out some of the things that they need that will still fit within the constraints that Senate Bill 1 or Senate Enacted Act 1, SB1, SEA1, will throw at not just Kokomo, but Howard County, our schools, every county municipality across the state of Indiana. So everybody's navigating that together.
Budgets.
Real
money,
fun
stuff.
Money.
Love that. Very cool. Awesome. You ready to get into the questions?
Sure. Yeah.
Awesome. So let's jump in. Hey, that's what I'm here for, man.
Cool.
Let's get into it. This is the Ask the Mayor segment where we have, like always, a lot of pre-show questions that you guys have sent in.
Appreciate
either
it.
through the Kokomo Post social media pages, or I think we post something on that Kokomo Chatter page as well that gets a lot of comments. So if you are asking a question live, which Hannah, I see your comment. Give me 1 second. I'll do that before the Ask the Mayor segment because why not? That sounds fun.
Yep.
If you are asking a question live, we'll go through those pre-show questions first, and we'll get to your question live after those. But promise, we will get to them. Hannah says there is a trivia night at Sun King on Wednesday at 6, and all proceeds will be going to the domestic violence shelter. Very cool.
There you go.
Would love to have the mayor there, or just spread the word. It's $10 per team, or $10 worth of food or clothing. Thank you. You're welcome, Hannah. Thanks for that comment.
I'll send some folks. I'm actually going to be in Minnesota on a site visit for a corporation. We leave tomorrow afternoon, so unfortunately I'll be gone till Thursday, but I do like to hit those trivia nights at Sun King, especially when they support nonprofits. So maybe I'll try and get a team and encourage them to be there. Thanks for the info, Hannah.
Also, Boomstick Video is commenting. What's up, Boomstick Video?
Hey.
Says, how awesome is it that Kokomo has a video store? I think it's pretty darn awesome. If you guys haven't checked out Boomstick Video, we actually did some content on the Kokomo Post. It's a new, if you feel every now and then you miss the nostalgia of going to Blockbuster.
Oh my gosh, back in the days.
What was it, Family Video? But there was another one, one in front of Kroger on the west side. That's one we always went to growing up. I forget the name
Video
of it.
Watch. Video Watch was one. But yeah, it was Blockbuster. But then I thought it was Blockbuster to Family Video, but Family Video was there, Washington and
I bet Boomstick Video knows.
So I thought it was Video Watch.
Maybe it was. I don't know. That's where we always went because I was a West Side kid. Well, yeah, Boomstick Video on North Buckeye now.
Cool.
Go check them out. Thanks for commenting. Thanks for watching. Let's get into it. And ironically enough, the first actual question is also from Hannah.
Hey,
today. So Hannah, you're watching. Let's get into it. She said, "Hey fellas, it's me again with the newly announced Speedway Slammer ICE detention facility being built just 10 minutes outside of Kokomo. How do you personally feel about having such a facility so close to our community? Many residents see it as abhorrent development, and I'm concerned about the effects it could have on Kokomo, from our city's reputation to how it impacts families and our sense of community. What is your stance on this facility, and how do you think it will affect Kokomo in the short and long term?" And there also was a post of this Steve Daly, old mayor of Kokomo. He is very rare on Facebook, but he made a post about this as well, and it kind of went, I don't know, we have a term in this office called Coco Viral. When things are going locally viral, we say Coco Viral. So this is a hot topic, but Hannah wants to know what your thoughts on it.
Yeah, not real excited that they look to Central Indiana for that facility. Don't like the idea of the facility to begin with. Either fortunately or unfortunately, it's, as I understand it, up near the current Miami Correctional Facility. And so having the federal facility there in Miami County, I don't know that it'll have that much impact on Kokomo, either short-term or long-term. But yeah, just don't like all the activity that has gone on. I can understand if folks are here illegally and taking services away from those that are actual registered immigrants or even citizens of the United States. But enough is enough sometimes, or too much can be too much. So,
okay, moving on. Next question, give me a second, is from Haley. What, if anything, is going to be done about our courts? They keep dismissing serious cases. This should not be happening. We have allowed murderers to walk. This cannot continue. Haley on Facebook.
We can pass that word along to the courts or to the Howard County government. City has no real effect on the courts or that much influence out of just expressing concerns. So we continue to express concerns, especially if the work done by Kokomo police officers, lead to those particular cases. One, it allows us to, maybe to tighten up our investigations and such, but there's typically circumstances around court cases, like that. Don't know the particulars of the two most recent that have been dismissed, but again, that would be a question for Howard County government or the courts and judges themselves. Sorry.
Got it. No, yeah, you're good. It's good to clarify that. Next question is from Courtney on Facebook. Why does the best park that Kokomo has, Highland Park, always smell like feces? And why isn't the city using its money to clean up the water that flows through there and cleaning up the park from the water to the dead trees to the bridges and bathrooms needing updated and cleaned more often? Courtney on Facebook. I really struggled on what word I wanted to use there. But
well, I mean, Highland Park being a low-lying area has had a history of flooding, and so a lot of times when the waters recede and there's mud or decay or something, I mean, that's just the smell of decay. Sometimes even when water levels are low, as they have been in recent weeks with the temperatures and such, it's just a matter of nature and mud and such, being exposed and smelling. I mean, they do the best they can, especially with and talking about facilities and playgrounds and bathrooms and such. Our crews do the best they can to get to the restrooms, in a rotation, day to day, week to week, and such. I mean, so if folks are out and see an issue that needs addressed in a bathroom, that doesn't mean it's being ignored. It could mean that they were there an hour ago and somebody's been in and done the deed that kind of turned things for the worse. So we encourage folks to call our Parks Department, send an anonymous tip on the 411 app that KPD has out available that can get attention run. But yeah, a lot of it is just, again, when there's standing water, then it recedes, or when water levels are low, the smell then is just really mud, decay, and such that works its way in. But as for cleaning the water, because that's a natural waterway, it's actually regulated by the DNR, the Department of Natural Resources, and so anything artificially that we would do to any of the waterways, even adjust the course, would be illegal without permission and authority from the DNR. So there's only so much you can do to waterways to address them or affect them.
Gotcha. Lola on Facebook is also asking about specifically the bathrooms at Highland and Foster Park. Does the Park and Rec Department have a minimal budget that hinders them from cleaning and maintaining the bathrooms up to health code, especially Highland and Foster Park?
Not a minimum budget. I mean, it's just within the budget, so it's a matter of us imposing upon our staffs to maybe get to them on a hopeful more regular basis with the other duties that they're performing. But again, I mean, if it's something that maybe cleaned the night before, that morning or something, doesn't mean that there hasn't been activity in there to take it in the wrong direction. But we'll definitely let the Parks Department know that there's been concerns raised about bathrooms at Highland and Foster.
Got it. Next question is from Janet on Facebook. Carter Street behind where Ryan's Steakhouse used to be. Man, what a iconic landmark Ryan's was. Still to this day. Carter Street behind where Ryan's used to be needs to be patrolled constantly for speed demons in the evening also. Never would have thought about that road back there.
Yeah, I mean, it's we can bring patrols' attention to that and see if they can work their way over there. There's probably not as much traffic or activity as there might have been when it was open, but we can definitely look at it.
Got it. So, next is from Mark on Facebook. Thank you, Mayor, for quickly responding to my question about the alley caving in behind the Great Escape. Sure. Someone showed up that same evening and placed a barrel of it, and then the next morning they placed a 4x8 steel plate over it. Mark on Facebook. Great.
You're welcome. Yeah. So it's not the end all. That's just the makeshift Band-Aid for now until a plan can be put in place to see what needs to be done on the underbelly of that and do. So hopefully we can work that in with what's projects have already been scheduled. So thank you. Appreciate that.
Next question is from Mary on Facebook. Hey. When are they going to fix County Road 123 east of 931? You build all of these homes in Highland Springs and do nothing with the road other than putting a sign at each end of the road saying it's rough for the last 6 months. Can't we do better? People used to like that road, or people used that road like a racetrack since they have built all of those homes. I live in Water's Edge, and it's very annoying to hear the traffic on the road. Mary on Facebook. You build all those homes out there.
Right. Yeah. So, I mean, you said 120. I mean, so I think because it's at an angle at one end, it's 123 east, the other end, it's like 90 east, but it runs along the east side of those subdivisions. There have been some issues addressed along there for now. Those are temporary until we can get a plan together and work it into the budget for next year. So next year we'll see more attention given to that stretch of the 123 to 90 east road there by Highland Springs and Water's Edge and such. But if they don't like hearing the traffic along that road, once we improve it, there might be more traffic on it. So I'll apologize now for more traffic if once the road's repaired.
More traffic might equal more controlled traffic too, because if there's not a lot of traffic there now, that's how people could be just going wild.
Sure.
It's not busy. So,
yep.
Karma on Facebook kind of already discussed both of these topics, but we'll talk about it real quick. I just want to know why you are letting murderers off the hook due to overwhelming pretrial cases while just taking the easy way out to fill your jails with non-criminals that ICE detains. There's a disconnect here.
Yeah. So city has no control over the courts or the jail. That's county government. I don't know that there has been any ICE activity in Kokomo or Howard County that has sent individuals to the Howard County Jail. I mean, there's been an overcrowding just with criminal activity, and it's not murders. It's not folks that have been bussed here from Chicago. I mean, it's an issue, unfortunately, that people are finding the wrong ways, either to stay busy, to stay to make ends meet and such. But yeah, it's not the city doing anything with the courts or county government. That was the courts specifically under Howard County government.
Yeah, so those questions need to be directed to the county. Before we continue, let's give a shout out to our friends over at Metronet. Attention, internet lovers, which if you're watching this show right now, you probably love the internet because that's where this is streaming. At Metronet, we are all in. The price you see is the price you pay. Get 1 gig of internet for just $70 a month. Plus, sign up today and get a free installation. No extra fee, no rising cost, no annual contracts, just fast, reliable, 100% fiber internet. That's blazing speed for streaming, gaming, and working from home on multiple devices with no buffering. Nobody likes to buffer.
No.
But hurry, this is a limited offer that won't last long. So go to Metronet.com and make the switch to 100% fiber internet today. Get Metronet and love your internet. Terms and conditions apply. Shout out to Metronet Internet for being a sponsor here.
And they've not only been talking the talk, they're walking the walk, as you see a lot of their subcontractors out there laying the fiber line throughout neighborhoods and such. So kudos to them for what they're doing to invest in Kokomo.
Love it. Very cool. So if you guys have any questions, I see we got like 30 people in the show now. If you have any questions, leave it in the chat. I'm pulling those over so you guys can hear your answer live. Let's get back into it. Next question is from Laura on Facebook. Can we remove the dumpster that is on the sidewalk / trail by the new apartments, the old Cozy, and Crystal Wand, Buckeye Street? It is on public access area and it's a big eyesore. Laura on Facebook.
I'd have to check. I mean, the dumpster maybe, I don't know if it's there for the construction company to keep it out of parking spots.
Possible.
And such, but that would be my guess is that while construction is going on in that facility that used to house the Cozy, that's what that there. So eventually, yes, it will be removed once the remodeling is done. But yeah, we can check and see if it if it's across the trail or something, ask the property owner or contractor to move the dumpster a little bit. I mean, it might have been out of the way before, and when it was recently emptied, mistakenly put a little bit too far onto the trail. But because there's still work being done, that's my guess is that it's due to construction and that it would be gone or put back in a spot for the apartments once it's complete.
Gotcha. Also, shout out to Jason in the chat. He says, I switched to Metronet and love it. Half the cost of the big cable internet. Love that, Jason. Selfishly, I have to ask, did you hear about that on this show and then you switched? If so, I'm interested. Next question is from Sean on Facebook. Will there ever be a plan to fix them and maintain them and keep them open afterwards? Sean on Facebook.
Yes. That's what we like to do is when we go to a particular area and address a road, whether it's just repaving or milling it down to repave or repairs. Once it's closed, once that repair is done, I like to open it back up. I love that I think it's this year is the first year we instituted it, that if we're going to be on a stretch of road a few days later, we've got yard type signs, yellow, that are placed in those areas, notifying the residents along there if there's on-street parking, that we will be in that area to repave the street on a given date or within a certain days, and to not park in that area when we do the work. So kudos to the street department for doing that. But they do the best they can to get things milled, paved, especially if we're doing it ourselves, and open back up and move on to the next gig.
Gotcha. And Laura, who did ask the question about the dumpster downtown, she did say it does not. It was there when the bar was there. So something that's been there a long time. Okay. Yeah. We just need something. But
moved. Did she say it's on the trail or just nearby?
Can you remove the dumpster that is on the sidewalk / trail by the new apartments, the old Cozy?
Yep.
Okay, we'll look into that.
Check it out.
Well, I don't know. I'm not a part of that. He will look into that. Next question is from Heather. When will Council Ring Boulevard in Indian Heights get paved? Heather on Facebook.
I think that's one of the areas or one of the stretches that will receive some love here in the next few weeks. Again, we had the paver breakdown for a little bit, and with other things that have come up for restoration, I know we're a little bit behind schedule on that with things that have been done, but I know that when I talked to the street superintendent this morning, he talked about needing to get into Indian Heights here in the next few weeks. So hopefully those stretches of Council Ring are part of what's on the slate for that area.
Love it. So. Next question is from Jordan. Sounds like he hit a rough patch in life. So I'm driving through Kokomo and I bend an axle on my car from the city failing to patch potholes. Who am I sending the bill to? How's that process work?
You can go to the city's website under the legal, I think, city attorney, and pull up a tort claim that you can print out and file and submit to the third floor of City Hall. You can stop up to City Hall and get a tort claim to complete and submit there as well, but that would be the best course of action, either to get the tort claim form off of the city's website or stop up to the third floor of City Hall and ask for one.
Love it. Very cool.
We then submit it to our insurance provider. They investigate it and then give the individual filing the claim their response.
Okay. Next question is from Caddy on Facebook. Mm-hmm. When will the work on the new entrance to Cone Palace start? It is a very congested area.
As soon as they're able to secure a little bit of ground to the west to enlarge the surface area of their lot and then further develop a better entrance and a little more room to get traffic off of Center Road better. So nothing now because of the limitation of the size of their lot and no recorded easements along Center Road for the city to do anything to make that larger to get traffic onto a turn lane there. So they're working on it.
Okay. Let me see. I lost my spot here. That was... Here we go. Aaron on Facebook. Every week there is talk about the roads being horrible and needing repaved. Preach. The main city streets should be priority over alleyways and side streets. Okay. Those are called tertiary streets.
Tertiary streets.
Is there a list of roads that are listed by priority and a list of when these are scheduled to be done? We need to get our streets back in order like it used to be. Aaron on Facebook.
We're working on it. Man, if we had the time, money, and resources to do more each year, we would. Yes, there is a list that's put together each year after the streets are given classifications, and I know that we've talked about this before, but right, I mean, the main roads, yes, should be addressed, but at some point, too, we can't keep neglecting secondary roads or tertiary roads as well as the alleyways. I mean, so we try to do a healthy mix as best we can, and we're going to continue to try and scramble and get as much done as we can before the asphalt plant closes towards the end of October. But yeah, kind of hit and miss and random throughout based on traffic counts, based on when something's been done before and or priorities. So, but yeah, as for a list of what those are and what the schedule is, they've tried that before, and as soon as you list a timeline when something needs to be done, then it gets adjusted because of the weather. It gets adjusted because of emergencies that might arise. If there's a sinkhole, if there's additional work with a water main break, if there's because it's the street maintenance and refuse, if there's a major weather event that crews get pulled off of the street to go and collect limbs and brush, or to clean up properties and such that may be deemed inhabitable or are condemned. I mean, there's just too many things that come into play to try and stick to a timeline for paving. And likewise, too, there may be streets that we want to get done in a given year, but based on things that happen, could get pushed to the next year. And so just unfortunately creates a little more headache than being able to try and scramble and stick to a timeline. So
sure,
we try.
Yeah, I mean, another question from Thomas about the city streets being resurfaced. I think I'm going to pronounce this right. Ask him when the heck we going to get some more city streets resurfaced, like Morgan from 931 to Phillips. I mean, county out there putting in new roads, and they don't even need them, Thomas says.
Okay.
So there you go.
So, yeah, that stretch of Morgan is hopefully on the list for next year. Again, as we work our way around, and Morgan would be considered one of the main road, east and west there on the north side. So hope to get to that next year.
For sure. Love it. Let's take another quick break to give out our shout out to our friends over at Azumi Japanese Cuisine.
Hey.
Are you craving high quality Japanese cuisine that will create lasting memories for your taste buds? Get $5 off your bill when you spend $25 at Azumi Japanese Cuisine. Got a big friend group coming? Bring them in and get $10 off when you spend $50. You get a discount and a full belly. We'll call that a win-win.
It is.
From ramen to sushi, Azumi has some of the best to offer here in Kokomo, and you certainly can't forget the sweet bubble tea.
Oh, man.
Next time you are craving Japanese food, make sure to come to Azumi Japanese Cuisine. You will not regret it. Big facts. Some of the best sushi in Kokomo.
There you go.
Hands down. Next question is from Brenda on Facebook. Why does the pool close so early in the season?
Again, and we've addressed this before as well. Either fortunately or unfortunately, the large majority of our staff out there are high school and college students, either lifeguards or the blue shirt front gate staff. And because we lose a lot of those kids to not just school, but after school activities and such, it's hard to keep that staffed. Tossing around the idea of maybe still having, weekends up closer to Labor Day. But, it's just staffing challenges, unfortunately.
Makes sense. Oh, give me a second. Where was I? A lot of live chat questions coming in, so I appreciate that. But then I lose my spot on where I was. Next question is from Eric on Facebook. Wondering the latest on the baseball team for next year. Eric on Facebook.
Ironing out lease term agreements. So we're ironing out, working through the agreements for the not just the use of the stadium, but management of the team, so that they can then finalize an arrangement with one of the summer leagues to get into, but should hopefully have things together, not finalized, but ironed out and more readily available for announcement and planning here in September.
Okay, got it. Next question is from Esther on Facebook.
Okay.
I called the street department this morning to get limbs and furniture picked up on Lodi
Okay.
and
Lodi Lane.
Alton Drive. The limbs have been sitting there for 4 weeks, only to be told that this isn't the time of year to pick them up. Street department working on roads. How long do they need to sit there? Esther on Facebook.
She's right. Yeah. So we made a quick pass through the city back in June to try and get some limbs and brush. But yeah, because, and a lot of folks do realize that either, because there are a lot of folks that just take limbs and brush out to the street. That's not considered trash. And so there's typically the concerted effort in late June, October and November, that we pick up limbs and leaves and such, in the fall, sometimes a spring cleanup as well. But because crews that pick up limbs and large items typically are pulled off of street projects and such, I mean, they're doing that or off of trash routes and such. And so it's kind of in between now. Furniture and stuff, large items, we've got a couple of the lightning loader or the trucks with the claws on them that can come and get those. But typically, because we don't commingle large items like sofas and boxes, and things that are put, with limbs and leaves, so that the limbs don't get taken to the landfill as well, because we pay per tonnage. And so if we're taking limbs and such with trash to waste management to go into the landfill, then we get charged for that. So that's why there's only certain times that we would come out and get limbs and brush outside of the either late or early spring or middle of the fall months. Unless it becomes, too much of a safety hazard. I mean, so folks are encouraged, if they can and will, if they have limbs and brush and stuff, to make arrangements to get those to the Green Cycle facility there on Dixon Road, just south of Markland Avenue. It used to be county recycling site, but Green Cycle is now taking it, and they can take those limbs and brush from folks if they once they get them there.
Got it. Next question is from Dustin on Facebook. Can we get a skating ring back?
Would love to. I know we've had a few people in the last 3-4 years or so, talk about it, looking at areas, looking at facilities, but nothing has been conducive to those that might be interested. So if an individual finds a location or wants to build something new, the city would be happy to work with them to see what we might be able to do to help bring that back to Kokomo. But right now, there's not a facility that may be available or is interested, or individuals even interested at this time, but would welcome it back if somebody decided.
Next question is from Jenny on Facebook.
Yep.
Anyway, the pool can be open until September 1st or later, even if it's just the weekends?
We'll look into it. I mean, like we just mentioned, a lot of our staff go back to high school or college. The college students we lose out to unless they're IUK students. But yeah, could definitely look at what that might look like. But a lot of the lifeguards are also in fall sports and, and have activities on the weekends, or may get additional part-time jobs. But that's always been a staffing issue, which is why we end it typically when school starts. And unfortunately, school keeps starting earlier every year. I mean, that wasn't that big of a deal when school started towards the end of August, because we had those extra days. But that's been the unfortunate thing with that. So we'll look into it. It'd be nice to still offer Saturday and Sunday. I have to check with the park superintendent and see what that does to the system, because even though nobody would be using it, you'd still have to filter the water and circulate and chlorinate and treat it and such to keep things from sitting stagnant. And so with those additional costs, if we don't have folks coming in, can also create cost issues as well.
Got it. Hey, Rob on Facebook wanted me to tell you that we need more fishing platforms / piers at the parks and reservoirs.
Okay. I'll have Parks Department look into it, see what the possibilities may be. If he's thinking, just in random areas, we'd have to work with Indian American Water with that because they actually own the reservoir. We have the ground around it, but would get access agreements from Indian American Water to have additional access points along around the reservoir.
Got it. Jason on Facebook, is there ever any plans to do something with or develop future park other than chasing out the homeless every few months? Jason on Facebook.
Would love to. There's still some environmental restrictions in that area back there, so there's only so much you'd be able to do. I know Duke has a substation back there as well, which creates some challenges, but we've looked at what could be done out there, even considered at one point an additional site for the Kokomo Soccer Club, but the space out there would not be conducive for that. There's no bathroom facilities and such. So that would have to be taken into consideration. But yeah, I've tossed around some ideas, but not actually moved on that, just with the attention given to some of the other parks and such. But we'll continue to look at that and work our way around and again, work within what environmental issues may exist back there.
Next question / HR, idea from Wayne on Facebook. Why are city employees leaving taxpayer-funded vehicles open and unsecured? Someone needs fired. And he had this picture along with it. I don't know where that's at, but it looks like maybe a city truck.
Could be, yeah. It looks like
somewhere. Yeah.
I don't know if that's a picture of one at a park. It could be one of the laborers parking and running to either empty a trash can or unlock something or look at something. But I don't know that the keys were probably left in it. He probably left it open, just to air out since it wasn't running to keep cool. But yeah, we'll impose upon them to take care of our vehicles. Keep
Absolutely.
Them as bestly secured as they can.
Okay. Next question is from Tim on Facebook. He says he's recommending Dustin Ogle for mayor of Kokomo.
Hey, perfect. He would be good. He's got some good ideas, pretty personable. So, yeah, I think he'd be a great candidate and could possibly serve as a good mayor if he decided to do it.
Got it.
Perfect.
Let's see. This is not a question, but Jesse just said, "What a joke." Okay.
He must be meaning me since.
You know what? I bet he's talking about our dad jokes at the end.
Oh, okay. So he just got ahead of the game.
He was complimenting us probably from last week's.
Thanks.
That was nice of Jesse.
Thank you.
Colt on Facebook said, ask him if he believes that Jesus is Lord.
Absolutely.
Next question is from Janet on Facebook. He doesn't listen to us anyway, so why bother?
Who, Jesus?
No.
Oh,
separate topic.
Oh,
I think he's talking about you now. Yeah.
Oh, me. Okay. All right.
Yeah. Which is really funny when we get a comment previously on the show thanking you for getting something fixed that they asked.
Or maybe there was something that maybe I overlooked, whatever. If she's got something in particular that I missed, whatever, shoot me an email, mayor@cityofkokomo.org, or give me a call. 765-456-7444 and have Nita put you through or leave a number so I can call you back and find out what I might not have caught.
Okay.
Sorry.
We're starting on the live chat questions now. So Jake, if you're still here, Jake on live chat. Yeah. Hey, Mr. Mayor, we had a fright on the trails behind UCT. Some homeless girl was passed out and she looked dazed and confused. Okay. They keep messing around with my mom's friend's bike too in our apartment building. Something needs to be done. Jake on live chat.
Okay. Yeah. So we're trying to get KPD out if we can on the trail, but if it's something along that stretch, I'll try and get notification to KPD, because if that individual is camping off the trail and in the trees and such, then that will be addressed. But yeah, I'll pass that along to KPD, and we're trying to get numbers up so we can get on bikes and do a better job patrolling a lot of the trails in the parks. So we'll send somebody up that way.
Gotcha. Next question is from Jason on live chat. Not a question, just saying we should add a toboggan run to the municipal stadium during the ice skating season.
There you go.
That'd be interesting.
I had actually thought about doing one in one of the parking garages, like bringing in some snow and you take the stairs up and then toboggan down through the parking garage.
Dear me.
Wouldn't that be fun?
So, yeah.
If we had enough snow to put in there, but
we don't get a lot of snow anymore,
take away from parking. But yeah, there's a little more logistical on that, on finding something that could be built. And I know that we've had our operations coordinator look into the ice bumper cars.
Yeah,
and
fun.
Looking at offering that for a couple weekends or something. So that could be a nice little addition. But toboggan run, might have to see what that looks like. If we got a ton of snow, we could, again, like build something there in the parking garage and have fun with.
Man, that sounds like, do you ever watch that movie Snow Day?
Yes.
Seems like that sounds like someone the kids would do, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. I got an idea. Let's make a toboggan track in a parking garage. Next question is from JJ on live chat. In regards to the budget process, and I apologize if this has already been answered, instead of the doom and gloom of SB1 and having to cut budgets or improvements for next year, didn't the state give cities and municipalities options or other ways to recoup the loss of money each city will have to deal with? Why not enact those things instead of becoming doom and gloom? JJ on live chat.
Well, because part of the doom and gloom, I mean, it's part of what the tools and resources that the state legislature as well as governor has told municipalities and schools and such are user fees or income taxes or additional taxes that are available to these units. And so the last thing folks want to hear is that they're having to pay for something or get taxed a little more for those services. And so that's kind of, we realize that that's got to be done. I mean, we're looking at what additional fees or working with the county on the available income tax, because that's one of the things that the legislature had focused on, is that especially in 28, how the local option, the income tax. Used to be called LOIT, local option income tax. Now it's just LIT, local income tax, will come into play, and so there's that being done. So yes, I mean, if talking about adding user fees and adjusting taxes that are being collected, just at the local level, will help keep folks from being too gloom and doom about it. That'd be great. But people aren't usually that excited about having to make up certain financial shortfalls due to tax revenues. So we'll try and stay positive about it. I mean, we'll with what we are able to take in and secure, we will make sure that we maximize the level of services that those either tax revenues or user fees or additional income taxes will go to fund.
Sure.
Yep.
All right. This is fun. Next question was from Carl in live chat, and he said, are there any dumpsters to put like big boxes in? And before we could even get to it, somebody in the chat helped him out and gave him the answer.
Perfect.
They're taking your job.
I love it.
So there you go, Carl.
There you go.
Next question is
big boxes for those that are tuning in and may not see the comments. There's scattered sites. The Howard County Recycling District has a new service provider for our remote sites that folks can take boxes to. There's still the Market Street site on the north end of Kokomo that folks can take large boxes to. But if you can fit it into your blue tote, if you're within the city, you're welcome to try and do that. If you set it beside the road, might not get picked up right away, especially if it's just a large box. But scattered sites throughout. Go to the Howard County Recycling District Facebook page or website for those locations.
Okay, love it. No, next one. Let's see. Seth on live chat. How do we feel about the armed white supremacist group that was parading through Indianapolis chanting white power the other day? If that were to happen here, would you respond? If so, how? Would you stand with us in opposition, issue a statement? He says, fart in their direction. Freedom of speech is a beautiful thing, but spewing such vile hatred is just whack. Seth on live chat.
Yeah. So, I mean, as he just mentioned, that's freedom of speech. Would we respond? We would respond by having law enforcement available and close by to keep things from escalating or from getting out of hand. But it's unfortunate that there are people that feel that way. I mean, meaning that group, not Seth, but the group themselves that does choose to spew hate, all for under the guise of or protection, freedom of speech or First Amendment rights. It happens, unfortunately, daily, especially on social media, which is unfortunate. I mean, unfortunately, you don't have to march, down a street spewing that. People sit behind their keyboards and do it, which is sad and unfortunate. But yeah, I mean, that's how we would respond, is just to be prepared to keep things from escalating or keeping conflict from occurring. Again, allowing them to exercise their freedom of speech. But I think issuing a statement in regards to that, just acknowledges the hate that they're trying to spew, and wouldn't necessarily be necessary or beneficial, to address, because a lot of times folks are doing that, whether it's physically or on social media, just to get a reaction and to get engagement and such. Yeah. And so a lot of times if you just ignore it and continue to do positive things and keep things in a positive light, that it can overshadow the hate that people spew.
Got it. Next question is from Drew, not I, another Drew, on live chat. Are these road plans posted anywhere for the year? It seems like they should be posted so you can refer people to it when they ask about the roads. We kind of talked about why they're not posted, but yeah.
Yeah, we haven't. I think they had a time or two before. And again, when you post, something, even if you put a disclaimer on saying, list is, potential, is subject to weather conditions, is, if you list a laundry list of things, that could affect that schedule, it gives some folks a sense of false hope that something's being addressed, or if something's down at the bottom of a list and all of a sudden becomes an issue and it gets done before something at the top, then people get bothered. So
easy to say fluid in some sort of way.
We occasionally put out a few that maybe address some of the major ones, especially community crossings. Those that we apply or that put on the application for community crossings grant funds, those are basically public, and that's something that if we're awarded those funds based on that application, those things are getting done. So we can make those available. Those that are coming up, we're doing, hopefully getting to Washington from Jefferson up to, I think, almost Morgan. Eventually, here in the next year or two, Goyer Road with some sidewalks, Berkeley Road between Markland and Sycamore with some sidewalks. So there's a few of those that, again, are either from our community crossings grant funds or the Coordinating Council, which is a city and county governing it's the municipal planning organization that addresses streets, bridges, and such. So occasionally those can be made available.
Got it. The next question is from Operation Blue Horizon, which is a common watcher of the show. And they were also asking about the Speedway Slammer. We addressed that literally, if you want to go back at the very start of the Ask the Mayor segment, someone asked the exact same question, even like the detail about former Mayor Steve Daly making a post. So if you want to go back to the very first question we had today in the Ask the Mayor segment, his response was there.
Not excited about it. Don't think that it will have that much of an impact on Kokomo and Howard County, just outside of the fact that it's in central Indiana, which puts a bad light on that. But like I said, too much can be too much, and just doing an overall, I guess, blanket, addressing of illegal immigration without taking more attention to detail to keep false detentions from happening is unfortunate. But don't like the idea that it's going to be in our backyard.
Got it. Next question is from Connie, also on live chat. What is going on with the old East Side baseball park?
Oh my gosh, all kinds of stuff. So miniature golf. So that's the East Side ballpark. Yeah. It's also Cutler Park, and city partnered with Bridges Outreach, Travis Tafflinger and Company, and have installed a miniature golf course that will be made available to folks. It'll probably be open to the public in September. I know there's some finalizing needing done on some landscaping, placing a shed that will house the clubs and balls and miscellaneous things for that there. Redoing the concession stand and bathroom facility as well, because there's anticipation of more activity, and then also contracting through E&B Paving to put 8 pickleball courts and 4 to 6 tennis courts out there as well. So they even upgraded the playground equipment. So basketball court will still be there, but there's miniature golf with Bridges Outreach, new concession stand and bathroom facility, well, remodeled anyway, and some pickleball and tennis courts out there. So really excited on the repurpose use of that ballpark, which is what we're trying to do with each of them. Did Northside with the pump track, and Cutler Park with obviously this development. So really excited.
Very cool. Next question is from Derek on live chat. Hey. Mayor Moore, Kokomo keeps getting hit with issues around housing, public safety, and infrastructure. What concrete steps are you taking beyond short-term fixes to make sure residents actually see long-term improvements in affordable housing, walkable transportation, and community safety? Derek on live chat.
The number of housing developments that are in the process, that there's one there on Hoffer Street. There's some single-family homes going planned for development there at Zartman Road and Park Road, south further south off of Park Road, down towards State Road 26 that way. So there's housing there. So there's probably 5 or 6 housing development, whether it's single family homes, townhome style, or multifamily, which are apartments that are coming in with a range of availability. Working with those developers to try and get that done. It's just everything's been slow rolling based on financing, based on ready funds, based on resources and such. I mean, so that's been in place. So hopefully we see more groundbreaking happening here soon. We're continuing to try and stop the bleed, if you will, from our police and fire departments. A lot of folks retiring because of the number of years that they've been on, and with the numbers being down based on a handful of years of not rehiring at that point. So trying to get those built back up so we can continue to be as proactive as we have been in the last 4 or 5 years, which has been great. Incidents trending down, which is great to hear and see as well. Housing, public safety, infrastructure. So yeah, kind of the same way I mentioned, finding ways to get more funding into the street department so that we can utilize or buy more material and better equipment, new equipment, additional piece of equipment to do a little more milling and paving to get more things done. So those small steps that we're taking now hopefully will continue to have those long-term effects after the short term's achieved.
Got it. Last question.
Okay.
Last question of the day is from Rob on live chat.
Hey.
maybe the most important question we're going to ask.
Look out.
Not just today, but maybe ever.
Oh, okay. I'm ready.
Mr. Mayor,
Yes.
who shot first, Solo or Greedo?
Oh, Solo.
May the force be with you.
Yeah,
Always.
absolutely.
Jedi Doc Rob.
That's one of my biggest, I guess, criticisms of Mr. Lucas when they re-released Star Wars and had Greedo shoot. I mean, Han was Han. He was a scoundrel. I mean, so I get that, he ends up being a hero and buries Leia and all good things and everything, but he was a scoundrel. He shot.
Oh,
first.
he's a degenerate.
He's
a degenerate.
He was the man. Yeah. So, yeah, to take that away from him, that was probably one of my biggest criticisms of Lucas re-releasing Star Wars.
Also, one more question just came through, and it'll be a quick one, I think. But Jessica on live chat, I missed last week's episode. Did you answer about the soccer club and if the city will have the one by the jail complete for use? Jessica on Facebook.
So
live chat.
Yeah, so we did address that. We're looking at the costs involved with expanding a little further south on the current Wildcat Soccer Complex. There was an additional attention given in recent years because the current site wasn't being utilized. I mean, it's starting to be utilized now, but there's, so we got to look to see what can be done there. But we're talking with a couple other property owners to make sure that the Kokomo Soccer Club continues to function and to serve our youth and their families as uninterrupted as possible, moving in from the end of this fall season into the next spring season. So there will be plenty. There will be a plan in place before the end of the year to allow Kokomo Soccer Club, if it's not at the Wildcat Soccer Complex because of the conditions of the field further south, there will be sites located. There will be availability.
You heard it. You will have your soccer and play it too. Thanks for all the questions sent in today for the Ask the Mayor segment.
Good stuff.
If you have any questions, if you're watching this later, leave it in the live chat. We always go back and look for questions, as well as always post something on Monday where you can get your question over there. Thank you guys for all those live chat questions today.
Yeah,
Great engagement. We solved Carl's problem for him in the live chat. Love that. Love that. Thanks for watching, Jessica, Rob, all those people that were putting questions in the chat. And thank you guys for watching as well, whether you commented or not. Thanks for watching the show. It was a good show today. Do you have a dad joke for us today?
Well, I always talk to my wife about the dad jokes at the end or whatever, and she's like, "Well, you should have asked me first." So last night,
that'd be a mom joke.
Last night, I tried 10 dad jokes out on her to try to get her to laugh.
You tried 10 different jokes. Did any of them work?
No pun intended. No pun intended. No pun intended.
That took me a minute.
Intended. No pun intended.
No pun, but 10 did. Okay.
No pun intended.
I'm with you. That was a good one. Thanks for watching this episode of the Mayor Tyler Moore Show.
It just made you think too hard. Sorry.
I mean, usually I get it. Maybe it's Monday, Brandon, for me. I don't know. Yeah. Thanks for watching the show today. We really appreciate it. Thank you for Robert Miller and Son for being the partner for this show for such a long time. Thank you guys for watching and commenting and supporting this show. Make sure if you have any questions for next week, let me know. We'll be back Monday around 3:15 is when we always go live. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time, Kokomo.
See you, Kokomo.